we actually had one guy who was we were in Philadelphia, and we were in a van trailer back then, and he helped us, kind of got out in traffic and stopped traffic and helped us back in. And then he comes up to the window and he's like, "What's the greatest city in the world?" He's like, "Generosity." He's like, "What's the greatest nation in the world?" "Donation." And he held his hand out, and we were like, "Man, that's worth $5 at least."
I'm so sick of the fighting.
I started spare changing when I was 13 years old to go to concerts. I found out it was easy to just stand out front, have my change, and buy a ticket with it.
When you're constantly being outdone, and I can't see the way out, but I can see the way we came. It's unfair to be angry. Now that I know that
Panhandling is all right if it's not aggressively done. I don't have any problem with somebody asking for money.
Views on panhandling.
Panhandling?
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, if someone needs money and they're, I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, at the same time, it's like, the people I surround myself with generally are people who work for what they need to get. And
I don't think it's right, but it's okay to a certain extent. Some people are just way out of hand. I mean, I walk up the block from Centennial Olympic Park, and I'll probably get hit up 10 times for money on the way, just on the way to work.
If one person walks down the street and I give the first person $1, I can't give the second person $1, and the third person $1, and the fourth person $1, because then I'll be broke. And that's what they don't seem to understand. You give one person $1, and then 5 people saw you give that person $1, and they all approach you.
I don't give spare change to every person I see who's asking for it, and it sucks that sometimes it's people that really need it.
I don't know. It's one of those situations where you're like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You're kind of a jerk if you don't give them money, but if you think that the story's bogus and they're just gonna go spend it on whatever drug or drink they want, you're just stuck, really. You don't know. It's hard to tell what to do.
Yeah. I'm sure there's guys that need it, but I don't know who needs it, so I'm a little leery about giving money.
I think it's not our choice to decide what people are able to do with their money. If we choose to give money to somebody or to give shelter or to give something to them, we have to be aware that we are giving them a choice to do with that stuff as they want. And I think it's pretty screwed up to say, well, I'm not going to give him something because I want him to buy a sandwich, but he's going to buy alcohol. That's his choice, and if he chooses to do that to make himself feel better, that's his choice or her choice.
If all I can do is hand out a cigarette or two or $1, I mean, if that's all I can do, that's something I will choose to do. And if I can do more, I will do it. And the thought's not going to cross my mind like, what if it's a scam? Who cares? It's not my place to worry about it.
A lot of people going to see this. I think that they need to try to put themselves in that person's shoes.
I think society overall is afraid of them. I think they close their eyes and try not to see it. Hoping it'll disappear, hoping they'll wake up one day and it's gone.
Most people just don't have much information. They have very limited experience knowing anybody who is homeless, and so consequently they rely on stereotypes.
My roommate, best friend in college, did a documentary on the street kids in Austin, and going down there and actually talking with them, and I think the defining moment for me was sitting on the street with them and seeing my own friends walk past me and try to avoid eye contact because they didn't realize it was me. And kind of to feel that way and to realize that so many people just want to deny that homelessness exists.
I think you can pass them, but I just don't think you can ignore them.
Yeah, for sure.
You can say, sorry, and keep walking, but if you pay no attention to them, it's pretty fucked up. Because if you saw a dog that was in need, you'd probably stop and see. If you saw a dog crying, you'd probably help the dog.
Oh yeah.
But you see the guy on the street, and I give large donations to the homeless all the time.
Rudeness is rudeness. I think if someone comes up to me and is genuinely in need and asks nicely and is polite and well-mannered, then if I'm
doing okay for cash that day, no problem throwing them a ball. But if someone comes up and is rude and obnoxious or isn't real in the way they interact, then most of them are not going to give money. But that goes across the board for anybody in society. You know, if you're rude, you're rude. No time for it.
Money is not always the answer, but sometimes it could be a smile or a handshake or just a short, a polite conversation with somebody who may not have, just to make them feel human again.
What do you think when what are your views on the panhandler? You know, and the general public's views towards them?
My panhandling is limited. I don't ask for money. I ask for cigarettes. That's probably the most painful thing that you can ask for. I ask for cigarettes, and I ask for cigarettes because I don't have them. As far as the money, I very seldom go on money because it doesn't suffice anything, because I don't have that type of hunger. I don't want a whole pack of cigarettes. I just want a cigarette to stop that urge for me, that craving for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not causing a problem, there's nothing wrong with, they have to live, you know what I'm saying? They have to live somewhere. As long as they're not panhandling everywhere, or... I really don't have a problem with homelessness, but it's a problem when they're on crack and they're asking for money. Then I don't support it.
Okay.
I can tell the difference, and if they want something to eat, I'll go buy them something, but I won't give them money.
Right.
Right.
If I see a guy panhandling down at Caribou Coffee here in town, I don't give him money because they're going to spend it on drugs or booze. I'm like, hey, talk to them, shake their hand, and buy them a coffee and a muffin.
Everyone has to make their own decision. I mean, I think when you look at someone on the street there, unfortunately, so many people are ashamed. It's almost like they're ashamed that they don't know what to do. Because of the mental illness, I have a tendency to talk to everyone. So the next thing I know, I'm walking down the street talking about them. People say, "Oh, Kevin, you attract people like that." And I say, "Well, they get so little acknowledgement, just even a smile, or that's what you little connection there. Sometimes is great."
Zoom in, out, whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Here's the secret gossip. Tom, still.
Yeah.
No, Frisbee is my name, and jokes are my game. No, but this is not a joke. It's a toast or a story or something like that, because that's what I do when I travel. I do jokes, toasts, and stories. So how I make it out here is any way possible. I try to not say, please give me $1. I try to just do things and accept the love offerings. However, when hungry, I will force the issue. And usually I get very little for forcing it, but it's enough and it comes faster.
I asked you for 15 cents.
Tom.
I'm Robert.
See ya.
I can accept the no, brother.
No.
You ain't there.
See you in the morning, though. Hey, I played guitar on the street. See me tomorrow. He said, fuck you. I just offered to pay him tomorrow if he wants to know.
Yeah.
Hear him? Hear him? That's how homeless guys are nowadays. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
No marketing strategy.
Yeah.
If you will. Especially when you're dealing with tourists. You need it right now. And you need it to be friendly right now. But the tourists will be here for a few hours. The locals won't take that shit at all. So who does he really think he's helping by bitching like that? His own ego. He said, I can take a no. So when I said no, didn't he bitch for about 20 more seconds? I think his no. Anyway. How do I make $1 entertainment? No, that's my attitude. That's what I do. My philosophy. That's my way of living. I can panhandle. I can just hold the Frisbee out with a box. I can stand on the side of the road with the will work for food, God bless you, but I never have. I think that's the lowest form of panhandling. Those guys make over $100 a day, and I let them. Not a single one of them has ever given me $1. They got the wrong attitude because they're not street. They're hanging on a ramp and trying to run under a bridge. They're not street. Homelessness is one thing. And most people who look at you on the street and say, man, I'm homeless, are inferring that they're weak, that they're poor, that they can't sustain themselves.